And we're live. Hello. Hi, everybody. It is Sunday. It is Some Other Heroes Day. Welcome to our regular stream with these wonderful queer Dungeoneers playing a homebrew game of 5th edition based on Dungeons and Dragons. Set in a world of skyships and floating islands and deep magic and strange mysteries. My name is Chris.
Chris, Luke says we're muted.
Are we muted?
Are we muted?
Are we muted, or can anybody hear us?
Luke, have you muted?
Have you muted, Luke?
What's happening?
Hello?
Okay, cool. Cool.
Okay.
I will. Oh no. Okay, Luke. Luke, just check your
Mum
channel,
says
buddy.
she can hear us.
Okay.
Luke, don't freak us out. We've been having tech difficulties.
Yeah, we're having a couple of weeks with Twitch at the moment, Luke. Don't do those things to us. We'll die of shock. No, but thank you for checking. It's always worth checking. We do appreciate that. Where was I? Yes, my name is Chris. I use he, him pronouns, and I have the honor and joy of being the storyteller and dungeon master for this ongoing game. With me are my 4 regular players. I still like saying that. Who will introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about their characters. I think I picked on Michelle last week, so I'm going to move it along, and I'm going to ask Wayne to go first.
Hi, everybody. My name is Wayne. My pronouns are he, him, and I shall be playing the glamorous Dragonborn Rock today.
Glamorous, nonetheless. Very good.
Oh,
I don't know why. I ran out of ideas.
Amazing.
it's accurate though.
It is. He is fairly glam.
Mostly.
Yeah.
Theo, would you like to go second? He can do that.
Wayne, however,
Hello.
cannot do that.
I am Theo. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing the half-elf wizard Eugene, who is sort of glamorous, but not as glamorous as Rock, I guess.
Eugene is bedazzled in a lot more sparkly things.
Oh, yeah.
Quietly glamorous.
Quietly glamorous.
Yeah, Eugene is
Mystic
decorative.
chic.
Very decorative.
Decorative, yeah.
Maximalist.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Charlie.
Yes. Hello, I'm Charlie. I use she, her pronouns, and today I am playing the rustically glamorous Ashling.
The different
Glamorous.
types of glamour.
I'd like to point
Yeah.
out we never choose these things before we start. We literally just vamp on them.
I have no idea why I started the glamorous thing, but I'm liking it. So yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, Charlie. And last but definitely not least, our newest permanent player, Michelle.
Hey, I'm Michelle. I use she, her pronouns, and today I'll be playing the stabby glamorous.
Stab glam.
Stab glam.
Stab glam. Stab glam.
It's
The painfully glamorous?
Painfully glamorous. Yeah, there we go.
Lethally.
Very
The
good.
lethally
Very
glamorous.
Wow.
There we go. Yes.
Fatally
I-
glamorous.
Today, Skia is wearing lethal chic.
I would wear the fuck out of a brand.
That is lethal chic. Yeah, totally.
It takes the term drop dead gorgeous to a new level.
Oh,
Yeah.
well done.
Oh.
Theo, if you do
Wow.
not have 3 points of inspiration, take a
don't.
point of inspiration.
Yeah.
So, before we get started, we got a couple of little bits of administration and some shout outs for some of our friends that we'd like to do. And we are going to start with our mods, one of whom is feeling a little under the weather, so we're gonna give him a shout out and then let him go back to bed. Just like our 2 mods.
Be kind.
Be kind. Be specially kind today, please, lovely people. Our mods are Bespectacled Man and Hedgehawk. Nikki and Hedge, respectively. They are wonderful people. They have big ban hammers, which they use to keep bots and nasty people out of the chat, to keep it safe and light and fun for you guys to enjoy. and join in. If you don't feel like joining in, however, and you just want to lurk, do not feel bad. We love and appreciate everyone who pops past, and we do really love that so many of you just float around in the background and just soak up the story quietly in your own way. It's great. We're wonderful.
It's mainly because they're sitting there trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Story sponges. I like that one, Rooney. Thank you. Yes.
Oh, story sponges.
We like a story sponge. Shout outs today. First off, I would like to shout out our friends Dice and a Slice. Do you like cake? And do you like Dungeons and Dragons? Well, we think you should like those things together with our wonderful friends Dice and a Slice. They have a bi-weekly podcast set in a maritime world of piratical adventures, evil gods, and a very strange mystical takeover job by one particular god. It's very exciting. They're all lovely people. We love them to pieces, and we have the absolute joy of sharing this space with them and sharing the city where we live with them as well. So we love them.
It's true.
It is true. Secondly, I would like to shout out Starfall. Our friend Rooney, who you all know, playing the lovely Bruni Bruns, has a audio drama called Starfall, which is beautifully edited, wonderfully written, and acted by some of our friends and some amazing other people as well. There is a wonderful call out for season 2, which is underway in production at the moment. If you fancy adding your vocal talents, have a look. There's a number of different positions available. Rooney would love to hear from you. If you haven't got a massive amount of acting experience but want to give it a go, I'm fairly certain Rooney's whole is try and put in an application. It's really, really lovely. It is beautifully put together, and it would be really, really nice to be part of that moving forwards. Our third shout out is for Misadventurers League. Hedge is here, so Misadventurers League are here. Our friends over at Misadventurers League are also running TTRPG Twitch streams on a Saturday evening, and they just blasted into space with teenagers in space. And the first episode launched yesterday. I haven't caught up because I was doing other things, but I am going to. I am meant to understand that carrots feature quite heavily as well, which is
as one would expect
questionable. So dive in, catch up with their adventures, and give them some support. They're lovely people. We love Hedge. We love the team that he's gathered around him as well. We look forward to seeing this story unfold. So I'm actually ticking off a list. I've got a list today. I'm organised for a change. Our next shout out is for Horde of Tales. Horde of Tales is a European-based TTRPG variety stream channel which features many familiar faces, some friends of ours, and some people you may have seen on not only our channel but Misadventurers League and other places as well.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring, and building an environment. Their whole focus is to try and build a really nice environment for people to share and play in for European and UK-based TTRPG people. And they have a charity weekend coming up. On the 4th of November, they are going to be running a all-day charity stream and they're giving their channel away to other people to play on. More details will be forthcoming as they have firmed up their schedule, but we can already reveal that Desi's and Dice's will be there. I believe cool. Misadventurers League will be involved. If not them, then somebody related. I think Hedge is involved somehow as well. Who else? Oh, yes. Girls Run This World, the amazing stream that we have shouted out in the past. And some other heroes will be taking a 2-hour slot with a special one-shot.
Sound cool.
Yeah, I know.
You sound hot.
I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
A special one-shot.
Gosh, they sound cool.
It's all in aid of raising money for the absolutely fabulous It Gets Better, a charity who support and uplift LGBTQIA plus youths and just allow them the support and space to learn about who they are and just grow into the people that they should be. It's a really great charity. It's going to be a really fun weekend. As they release more details, we will of course share what we know. Yeah, and I think I've got one more thing to talk about today. Halloween is coming up, and that means we're going to get spoopy. Join us on Halloween Eve for our Halloween special, Call of Cthulhu. This wonderful cast around me are going to be joined by our wonderful friend Robin, and we are going to be playing a murder mystery with an eldritch edge and a comedy leaning. It's going to be wacky, it's going to be very camp, and it's going to be very funny. I am very excited. We're making characters this week, and then from there it's all going to get chaotic. I know it. It's
Camp
wonderful.
Chaos? That's not.
That
that's
doesn't
wrong.
sound like us at all.
Check,
No.
check your notes real quick. That doesn't sound good.
That was
Talking about the Bible and football, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
that was the working title for some other heroes.
Camp Chaos.
Camp
Camp
Chaos.
Chaos.
Actually, I think
Yeah,
there
that
is
was their
a
working title.
there is a Camp Murder game which we could run at some point and turn it into Camp Chaos. Right. With that,
Anyway.
that is my last announcement officially, unless there is something. Oh yeah, we'd like to say a big congratulations to Theo, who has finished the full draft of their book. There are changes to be made, but the big work is done. So
Oh!
I got a full 8 hours sleep.
Yay!
Fucking party!
we are all super
I'm
proud of
ready.
you and the amazing work that you've done, and we know that it's been a difficult and very busy couple of months trying to get it all sorted out, but we are so proud of you. So well done.
Disgustingly so.
Yeah.
Disgustingly proud of you.
Well, couldn't
Yeah.
have done it without you guys, so.
Oh, thank you. Well,
Aw.
anything we can
Aw.
do at any point in time, we will help. We love you to pieces. So,
Hell yeah!
right. Enough of this emotional bull. Oh, let's go and
All
play
right,
some
Rock.
Dun-
Fucking shut up.
Let's play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah!
Yes, everybody ready?
War games.
War games. Excellent.
Paul!
Smart ball. Go sport team.
With that,
My brother in Christ! Spot team!
I'm going to drop the titles before someone says something actually offensive. And we're back. Previously on Some Other Heroes, Skia, the sweetheart, a agent of the Empire and friend of Parshkikk's Chosen, has returned to their life, possibly in the most dramatic way possible, bringing with her news and revelation that the Empire may be under threat from old enemies of the Chosen. The Embers and their leaders are deep in the heart of the Imperial capital, Miscrium itself. In turn, the Chosen shared their own information, bringing Skia up to speed about their journey to save the Scattered Lands after the events of the Isle of Parshkikk, where the four of them first came together. One temple down, a second possibly in sight. they revealed that the elves of Nu Doan, the Golden City, are not dying. The elves of the Scattered Land, in fact, if they
our
do not,
best attempts.
if they do not die of accident or incident, live on forever. They have been trying to get access to find the Second Sky Temple and Eugene's ancestor, Lathiel Zilman, the savior of Nu Doan, one of the 5 magi who are responsible for the Sky Shield, the magical barrier that keeps the Scattered Lands in the air and away from dark, fey gods who wish to destroy all of humanity.
No big deal.
No big deal.
Yeah, sounds nice.
Under invitation from the court who take care of the long sleeping elves, they have been asked to enter the heart and the shadowy realm where the night and shadow elves of Nu Doan keep and protect those elves who cannot pass on. Rock and Skia have undergone a Geas, a promise not to tell anyone anything that they find unless they already know, for a little while. And from there, we have been left with them having what they hope is a night's sleep before they are summoned to the heart on the morrow by the council. All of you can take a long rest if you haven't done so already.
Oh, sweet.
And make sure you have prepared your spells.
Yep.
Oh yeah, spells.
Spells, they help. Is there anything that you would like to do on the night's rest beforehand?
Apart from
Anything you-
squeezing everyone onto the bedroll.
Easily done. It's built for 4 people.
Sweet.
It's a little cozy, but in which case,
I'd like to do a little spell learning, if I may.
you may, yes. I was going to open the window, but it's noisy outside.
Those damn kids.
What spells would you like to learn?
I would like to learn Steel Wind Strike, please.
Nice.
5 hours.
5 hours. So that's what your first part of your evening is.
Oh, woof.
It probably takes you a little bit longer as well because I feel like Aisling and Skia aren't good at letting you just concentrate.
What's this?
What?
What?
I don't know. We definitely won't be
Busy.
chatting shit like a sleepover until 3 in the morning.
What you reading?
See,
Why are you
Theo
reading
has
all the
finished
time?
doing all-nighters. Eugene is now taking over.
Not
Amazing.
even my D&D character will get any rest.
But you do manage to get it complete, and you do manage to get enough sleep to considered a full night's rest as well.
Cool.
Anything else at all? Yeah, Michelle?
Yeah, I think at some point Skia's just gonna try and break away from the group. Like, just go sit in a corner for like 5 minutes if she can.
Yep.
And just kind of breathe a little bit. And she's just gonna like hold a ring she's wearing. And quietly speaks into it, and it's like, hey, just checking you're not like here or anything. A lot's happened and you still haven't heard from you, but if you're on a mission, it's fine. Can you just let me know you're okay? And she's gonna try and send a message to Eastery.
You kind of point in some directions and use the message bell to kind of in the hopes.
Trying
I
to
think
get a
it-
signal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you have a vain hope, but actually, are you using the ring that?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
'cause that's got
using
a
my
broader-
dancer ring.
Right.
It's
Okay.
a
So
bit
that.
broader, but it's still like
Yeah.
yeah.
So it kind of resonates to anyone wearing a dancer's ring within. I think how much did I say? I think it was
100 feet. So that's
still
like
only 100 feet. Yeah.
hey, did you also break in to Eugene's house?
Worth a
Just
try.
wondering. Worth a
It's-
try.
You never know.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey, is that you behind the curtain? I'm just checking.
Surprise! Yeah.
Hey, he's a moon elf, right? He could be here.
He might be it.
He
yeah.
is. He's half
You
moon
never
elf.
know.
Yeah.
He's half
Exactly.
Yeah. He's like.
We might
yeah.
be related.
Possibly at this rate.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh my god.
There is, of course, no reply. Unfortunately, you thought it was a vain hope, and you are pretty much certain that it didn't even get outside the estate. But
Oh yeah.
it's definitely worth a shot.
Yeah.
Maybe finding another space later, but keep trying. If anything else, maybe you'll pick up another dancer and you can have a conversation about what's going on locally.
Yeah. Yeah. I think now she's been using it quite a lot. Every now and then she just like talks to him through it, even though nobody can hear. And then she'll go annoy Eugene some more and then go back to bed.
Poor Eugene.
Of course.
Amazing. Then, if no one needs anything else, the long rest completes. You wake early in the morning, probably by Aisling, who's got bored.
Yeah. I'm like an annoying pet that's like, right, sun's up, let's go.
I have no idea what that's like.
No sarcasm, I genuinely don't, because mine is lazy and is sleeping right now.
You prep yourselves up, get your things together, make sure you have weapons and equipment on hand, and you are
I
all...
want to take some anti-racist pepper spray.
And you gather yourselves together. It's not long before one of the house staff knocks and asks if you would like some food before you head out this morning. And you are
Always.
gathered into the large sort of dining area with the sort of normal sort of spread of continental style eating.
Lovely.
Where you can just help yourself to things, which is oddly enough, there's been more and more cheese appearing each day ever since Aisling arrived.
Normally it's less, so I don't know how this is happening.
Just less and less cheese the longer Aisling is around.
Yeah.
Yep.
It isn't too long
That's
until
Ashling's attempt at getting Nu Doan to communicate with the outside world. She's going to eat so much cheese they will have to trade with someone else.
She'll open a window at some point.
Oh dear. Sadia comes in
So
and
they'll have to open a window at some point.
Yep.
Sadia comes through.
Okay.
A little bit later, says Chris, moving things on. She wanders in. She's wearing a much more practical garb than she normally wears her robe, but today she's wearing like a loose-fitting shirt and pants instead of some loose boots. And she looks like she is going out.
Hugs.
And she smiles at you and goes, good morning. I understand today is going to be the day. Are you all well rested? Do you need anything? I can cast catnap on any of you if you need it.
What is that? What is that?
It allows you to get an hour's sleep in 10 minutes. It's really useful.
Whoa.
Actually,
Oh God, no, Ashling, no.
Eugene,
Yes.
when you get back, remind me
No.
to give you some of the documents, because I think that's something that would be very useful for wizards who are trying to write things late at night. Not that I recommend you do that. You should have a healthy full night's sleep, and certainly not burn the candle at both ends, she says.
Who are you addressing?
But you
Do you
should
know what
totally...
you mean?
I know,
You-
I'm so confused now.
A wizard who stays up late and writes? That's both of them.
Trying to figure out whether this is part of the story or this is just Chris's way of having a serious conversation with.
This is our
This
intervention.
is an
Yeah.
intervention now.
She is actually inferring herself, but there we go.
Oh, okay.
She smiles and it's like, I think Pear is taking you down. Mother has already left. She needs to be there. The council are going to greet you down there. They need to do the official exchange with the Shadow Elves, as it were. Please be careful. None of us actually know what the Shadow Elves are keeping on that side, and we're fairly certain they've got some methods of protection. So just whoever is your guide, listen to them and stay close where you can. I don't think anyone's... Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
No,
I
but
don't-
when you finished, I think.
Yeah. She says, I don't think any of you are particularly light-fingered, but if you do have predilections to that, try and keep it under control. Sorry, Rock.
Ashling.
How dare
It's not Skia, it's Ashling.
slowly spinning around.
I think once that kind of the initial chat is done, Rock will just kind of very quietly, while everyone's eating and talking and stuff, just get up and say to her, could I have just a moment with you?
Of course. She just pops down her coffee, and before she kind of like gives it a glass and just grabs a swig first.
Well, no, I mean, we're just going over there. You can bring it with. So, anyway, I'm obviously not entirely sure what we're going to find where we're going. But the last time we went somewhere like this, and we did actually find a temple. It didn't go. I mean, it went very well, but I don't know if you heard. I died. It was tragic. It was really.
It may have been mentioned a few times, yes.
Yes, I know.
Remember when
people
Rock was
talk.
trying to keep this shit a secret? Do you guys remember that?
Anyway, my point being that we're coming back here after this little sojourn, I assume.
I mean, there's no guarantee in anything, but I hope so, and you are welcome back here.
Well, I'm sure Eugene will want to come back and see everyone, before we head off anywhere else. Anyway, is there somewhere here that, because I know you have great boards, etc., despite Skia's best attempts, do you have somewhere that you can keep something safe for me, and make sure that should anything go wrong, you could get it to my sister?
I can keep it in an astral pocket for you, yes.
Poor pocket.
I-
Fucking hell.
It's not that large. I mean, if you could, that would be most helpful. It's something that is really important that I get to my sister, and I will have the chance after we're back, but just in case.
Absolutely, Rock. And you can rely on my discretion on whatever it is as well.
Thank you. It's in all transparency, it's not something that I can even use. It's not something that you could, make any use of. So, but it is kind of important that my sister gets it no matter what. And as I say, just in case after last time, I'm, a little cautious. And I'm just going to wrap the spear in the horb. I'm going to wrap the horb in a handkerchief and give it to her and just say,
Cool. Make me a wisdom
Please,
saving throw, please.
oh boy. Saving throw. I think I know this by now. 13.
13. As you go to hand it over, there is a flash, and the two of you are standing in a different room with many different figures around you, all
What the
Dragonborn.
fuck did you do?
She looks at you, and she immediately pushes your hands together, and it drops down. A memory sphere.
What?
What was that?
What just
Take us back!
happened?
Take us back!
Wait, where are we? I'm so sorry. I didn't do that on purpose. What?
No,
in
and
fact,
I
I'm not
only-
even sure what that was.
Rock, I only stopped you because memory spheres are deeply personal, and if it responded to you, it is something to do with you and your bloodline.
Oh, wait, so we were in a memory. Okay, that's marginally better than taking you out of your home to somewhere else. I'm so sorry. I was not expecting that at all.
From
But
the rest
yes,
of your
it is a memory
perspective,
sphere.
from the rest of your perspective, guys,
I
you
was gonna
see.
say, do we notice this?
Yeah.
You
I was gonna
notice there's
ask.
a flash of energy around the two of them. I think particularly Eugene, who's quite heavily skilled with arcane. You notice there's a flash of energy momentarily around the two of them, and then your aunt closes his hands around this orb, and it drops immediately. Rock, as much as I would like to keep this is a personal item, and it should definitely stay with you.
Okay, I'm new to having this, but I'm so sorry to do that to you. This is my first orb.
You always remember your first orb.
Orb.
You do this. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
You did nothing wrong.
This become
And
such an event. Anyway, thank you, but thank you for offering. I'm just literally going to just sort of tuck it back in his pocket and go back to the table.
Before you go, she kind of just literally just gently grabs your arm. When you return, if you want, I and Eugene can help you unlock this.
The thing is, I don't actually know why it's important. My sister was looking for it, so I would need to check with her first. It's kind of not really a thing that Dragonborn males usually have access to, so I feel like that might be a little inappropriate. It's normally the matriarchs and the... Anyway, you know what? When I come back, we'll talk about it.
I think that's a good idea.
If something happens, if you could try and sort of, get it from my child corpse to my sister, that would be great. I'd really appreciate that.
If you wish, I can still keep hold of it until you return. I just think if it's a personal item, holding onto it might be...
No, I kind of feel like that was a warning of some sort, so I'll just keep it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure we'll be back.
I'm sure you'll be back too. You're all
Good.
highly skilled.
Kill another cup of coffee. Okay, bye.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
She kind of stops.
Did we hear that?
What's your passive perception? I think Skia's is quite good, isn't it?
Mine's at 18.
18.
22.
22.
Oh my god.
Rogues, man.
Between
Ashling.
Ashling and Skia, we will never get anything past anyone ever again.
Yeah. I feel like
12.
both 12.
I think mine is too.
I feel like Eugene's probably more fascinated by the magic that just occurred and is definitely aware of the fact that came from the orb. But yes, Skia and Aisling, particularly after Eugene kind of does that, this sort of thing. You're like, you hear that whole
We're like
conversation.
prey animals. We're like, what? What is it? Oh fuck!
I sense magic.
Eugene's like, I sense a disturbance in the magic. Yeah, I'm just going to go and sit down immediately and just kind of like very obviously be like, so, bread, anyone like want some fruit? How about some fruit? You could do with some fruit. That'd be great, yes.
What went on over there in the corner there?
But we were just having a conversation, just to, you know. Why?
I have witnessed and participated in conversations before, and that seemed like a very
Well done.
I have seen
Oh,
conversations
how you...
before.
Oh, how proud I am of you.
Well, it seemed like one that went a bit differently to how they normally go.
Oh, you know, I was just slightly embarrassed by something, and
Well,
so, yes, that was all. It was
In that
just-
you walked away terrified and you're sweating?
I'm not terrified. Don't be ridiculous. I'm sweating because it's really hot and I'm wearing armor. Good Lord, Ashling, we're not all
Why?
fae, you know. Some of us have just... Well, because we're going to a place where we might fight some
Yeah,
things.
but we're having
I
breakfast.
actually have
You
no
could've
idea,
just,
but...
left it by the door or whatever.
Don't be silly. You have to dress up. Look at the house we're in. You must at least be appropriately attired for breakfast.
Does it have stretch?
Of course it has stretch.
Okay, good, because you're like sitting down eating food.
It's
That's not bad.
magical.
Okay, all right. Well, that conversation seemed weird. Even weirder than this one.
Yeah.
Well, what?
What? Like what? What do you? You were just going to give this thing to this woman? No offense.
To this random bint.
Well, no, I was. It was
None
to
taken
make sure
from
that
the-
it was kept safe because it's quite important. But you know, feel free to share your views with the entire room. I mean, what this could not possibly be any more uncomfortable for me. I'm sure.
I just don't.
Well, it would be more comfortable if you weren't wearing the armor, just saying.
Yeah, you got to get something to
Ashling, I
stretch.
swear to God, I would. Anyway, the last time I went to a temple, I died. All right. So I don't want this thing to not get to my sister. It's obviously important, and you nearly died getting it to her, so I didn't want to risk it.
Okay, but like maybe we can just keep hold of it. You know, I can hold it if you're. I don't know. Is dying a temple?
No, I've got it. It's fine. It was just a precaution. I didn't expect it to be a whole family gathering event and things. Anyway,
I just don't want you like. I don't know, giving. That is important information, and you were just gonna.
hence why I don't want it to be on my body if I get murdered in the temple. I'm sure Eugene will be fine. But
I'll
I'm just
grab
saying,
it.
the last time it
I'll
wasn't
take it.
great. No, you won't take it, Ashley.
I'm sure
There's
I'll be
No
fine.
chance. I'm sure you will, but you're not taking it. So
I don't
anyway,
think they'll ever
yes,
let us take
it's-
anything like that, Ashling. We've got the puzzle box, which is like the most important thing in the whole world.
Better than their stupid bowl.
Anyway, so yeah, maybe it wasn't a great idea, Skia, but it was a thought that I didn't want to put it at risk with us, and I feel like we may be at risk going to a temple. That's all. Okay? Great.
Okay.
Now,
okay.
can somebody please pass the coffee?
I
Pass him
slam
the
it.
decaf.
Also, no offense taken, Skia, I would feel exactly the same in your shoes. If you nearly died protecting that thing.
Oh, nice. Why don't you just side with her?
It's just a sensible thing. Like that. What if,
Anyway,
what if it's a secret? You know.
So,
I think Eugene's having that like really uncomfortable feeling of like, you know, when you go to a friend's house and they start arguing with their mom.
Oh
And
my
like-
god!
Should I go? Should I just sit here? Like, I don't want to get involved.
Eugene.
It's not my place. But
Eugene's doing that Brooklyn Heights thing from from Drag Race, where she's sitting with the cushions, just going, "Why can't we just be like normal people and repress our feelings?"
Exactly. Oh, shit.
dear.
Okay, it's fine. I just wanted to make sure that you don't go giving that away to people. Please, I nearly died getting it here.
I am well aware.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, this is very awkward, and I am going to say goodbye to my nephew. And
Just before you go, I
yes,
just
please, let's go and have a
wonder-
conversation over
Yeah,
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Great, awesome.
I think after like a moment of silence at the table, there's going to be like an awkward silence. Then there's just going to be Rock suddenly going, "What am I giving it to her? She was going to keep it for me. It wasn't like a gift. I know it's in."
Aisling, is this a good time to introduce me to Skia?
Yeah, go on in. Yeah, Aisling's loving this shit. She doesn't care about it.
We'll come back to that in a second, because Theo, Eugene.
Oh, please don't
and-
ban Alabaster out on the breakfast table.
Eugene and his aunt wander off to one side, a little further away this time. Now she's aware of just how sharp-eyed certain people are. How can I help?
I know you can't, you don't really know what we're gonna find in there, but I don't know. I wondered if you had any advice when it comes to great grandfather.
Oh, he's not as scary as he thinks he is. I mean, he's pretty scary, but he's not. And actually, underneath it all, he genuinely just cares about keeping elvenkind safe. If you can appeal to that, like you did with the council, he will see reason. I'm sure of it. I may not like the man, but I don't think he's a bad person.
Does anybody like him?
Oh, the
That's so
sun elves
sad.
think the moon shines out of his arse.
Great.
I mean, he's generally lauded as a hero, but then nobody had to live with him or grow up around him, so they don't really know what he was like behind closed doors. And to be fair, he was never aggressive or cruel, just distant and hard to please.
Sounds relatable, honestly.
Oh.
And
Wait,
he's-
this is familial trauma?
I know. It's so nice that Eugene gets familial trauma with both sides of the family. Ah.
Yay.
and he's not just gonna immediately hate me for some reason, right?
If he does it matter? He's an old man who's locked himself away in a dimension where nobody can get to him. What does it matter what he thinks at this point? He's given up on the world.
True, I guess, but he's also a brilliant wizard, the savior of Nu Doan.
Well, I mean, you're a brilliant wizard and potentially the saviour of the world, so you've already upped him on that one. And you're younger than when he made the shield, so...
And pleasant.
And a joy. So I think he will be difficult. I think he will worm his way around whatever he needs to. And I think ultimately he will see common sense.
Okay.
Ever since I first met you, I have seen you bloom into a brilliant wizard. and a brave young man who is not afraid, but aware of how important the things he does are. I'm incredibly proud of you. I know your mother must be. What does it matter if some grimy old man who doesn't even have a part in your life thinks?
Fuck yeah.
There's a new adjective every sentence that's just making him sound so much more and more appealing.
Grimy old bastard.
I think Eugene was thinking of the parallels. Maybe you're right. Maybe it doesn't matter what he thinks.
Yeah. She gives you a big hug.
Yeah, he gives a big hug.
Yeah. I will see you when you're back, and I'm fairly certain we have some spells that you can raid to add to your repertoire before you disappear on us. Right. I promised Stone I would take her shopping, so I need to get moving.
Oh, I want to go shopping with Stone so bad.
Oh, no. Actually, should we just stay? We'll just stay and go shopping. How about that?
Shopping with hot obsidian women, yes.
I know, right?
Oh dear.
There's something going on there, I know it.
Oh yeah.
Wait, have they been roommates?
My roommate's signal is...
Off the fucking charts.
Well, I mean,
Eugene's new spell, detect roommate.
you know your aunt was involved with Bridget. She said as much that the two of them were an item, and then it just didn't work out. So who knows?
I thought that was Falone.
Falone, you're right. Sorry, my mistake.
Oh yeah, it was.
I know my roommates. Don't test me.
Yeah.
We all know if there's one thing that Theo knows about, it's lesbians.
Really?
Theo's got a roommate conspiracy board as well. That's a separate board entirely.
Theo's got proficiency in lesbians.
Yeah, what I'll say differently is sexuality is very fluid among elves. Because they live a long time, they experience a lot of different loving.
Try it all. Why not?
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm.
They see those sorts of restrictions as a very, very human attitude. Anyway,
humans.
she gives you a hug, says goodbye, and lets you get back to breakfast. Where you encounter the following scene. A few minutes earlier, Skia, you are sitting at the table when you feel a presence enter your mind.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Well, hello. I couldn't talk to you last time. My name is Alabaster. Welcome to the party. I don't do this anymore on an option, but I really thought it was a good time to introduce myself.
Hello?
Ashley's having so much fun.
Hello.
Oh,
Wait.
Rock's just looking at Skia like, what the hell are you doing?
Ashley, your friend's talking to me?
uh-huh.
Is that your friend? Alabaster?
Oh my god,
Yeah,
Ashley.
yeah.
It's me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Consent. Remember we talked about consent. Eugene was very clear on this.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
but
cool.
he's just talking. That's fine, right?
Sure, go ahead.
I think it's about this time that you
What
just
do I
went.
know?
Alabaster, Skia, Alabaster.
Oh, I need to collect this up. Hello.
No, okay. Oh wait, how does this work? Do I have to keep speaking out loud, or can I just speak in my head?
Ashley's
No, you
never
can
bothered.
speak in your-
Please,
You can.
please do it in your head. Please do it in your
Yeah.
head, please.
You can still gesticulate. That's fine.
We call it dungeon bees.
Yeah.
Okay.
And except for
that
now,
makes-
we've met dungeon bees, and they were very unpleasant.
Yeah, they sucked.
Okay. Well, it's lovely to meet you, Alabaster. So, what's your deal? Are you like cool?
What's your deal?
Oh, I mean, buy me a
What's your
drink
sign,
first.
I
Oh my
imagine
God,
that
Rock.
Eugene comes back over to the table and Skia and Aisling are both like just gesticulating, but like
Just voguing. at
nobody's
the fucking
talking,
table.
and Rock's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
Did you, Eugene? Did you know Alabaster can speak in my head now?
It's Skia shouting,
Oh,
like,
I
Eugene, did you know I can hear Alabaster?
I can hear him.
Like someone with earphones
Felt
on.
discussion.
Yeah,
that makes,
she's like trying
all
to
of this
hear
make a
what
lot of sense.
Alabaster's saying and speaking at the same time, and it's like,
It
Okay.
takes some practice. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, that's weird.
Uh-huh. It's cool though, right? We like met him, like in real
Aisling was a
life.
T-Rex. It was really cool.
Oh yeah. No, well, yeah, that was when I was
Oh.
a T-Rex. Yeah, it was
T-Rex
great.
thing. Yes, that is on my list of things to come back
Revisit.
to.
To talk to your
Um,
therapist about.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've got.
That's on my list. She says, unfurling a roll that's like 5 feet.
No, it's just all up her arm, and it's like, Ashley was a
Oh
T-Rex.
shit, these idiots have done.
Eugene, mum lied to him? ? And Rock died. And I was like, yeah, we can go over this stuff later or now, whenever you want, really.
Oh right, yeah. Good idea. But yeah, we like met Alabaster, and he was like real. It was so weird, and I was a dinosaur at the time.
What does he
And-
look like?
Technically, that was a
It-
manifestation of me created by the realm of dust and shadows. I'm still inside
Oh, you drew him. That's the thing. You drew him. You drew the picture of him. Show Skia the picture.
Yeah. I'll get my sketchbook out and show Skia. He looks like that, except like massive.
Large alabaster stone golem in the shape of a
Large and in
fiend.
charge.
With
That
massive
looks
horns and sweep
Sweep
back.
backwards.
Yeah, it was well cool.
That is so cool.
And he
Oh,
like smashed apart bad guys. It was nuts. Yeah.
Oh, Ashley, do you know what's missing from that picture? The T-Rex, and then one of us for scale. You should do scale so people can tell.
Okay. All right, I'll draw one to scale. I haven't drawn me eating a guy yet, so I've got to do that as well. So
You ate
guy. I ate a guy. Yeah.
She
As
ate a guy
T-Rex, just
as a
to
T-Rex.
to clarify.
Oh yeah, I was a T-Rex at the time, but I was full for ages. It was great.
I
God.
think that's fine, right? Just looking at Eugene and Rock, like, that's fine, right?
I mean, I'm very morally grey, so I'm probably not the best person to ask about that.
Okay. All right, we'll
I mean,
pocket that one.
mostly outwardly grey too, but anyway.
Anyway, I've been wanting to say hello, but we've been struggling to find the right moment because it's a little bit
This
to
was
take
the
in.
perfect moment.
Oh yes,
Absolutely
and what a
distracted.
choice moment you found.
And I decided this was the perfect moment because it completely distracted everybody from this morning's drama.
Oh, it did. Yeah, I already forgot about the drama. It's fine. Oh, by the way, Rock, we're good. Yeah, are you mad at me?
Oh,
No, I'm not mad at you. I mean, we could have had a sort of conversation quietly about it instead of over the table, but I'm not mad at you.
Okay.
I mean, why would I be mad at you now after lying to us and everything? Anyway, it'll be fine.
Oh, cool. Okay.
is Rock within kicking distance under the table right now?
I think
Okay, these things
I
take
feel-
time. It's fine.
I feel like Rock sat away from you this morning.
Fuck.
Rock
He's
for a
learned.
bun.
Rock knows as well. By now, Rock has known. Like, anytime he says anything and Ashling's within reach, Rock's like moving his legs out the way.
I'm gonna lob a sugar cube at him.
Rolling
A brown sugar cube, so it's extra crispy.
Poor Chris. Chris is now looking at this going, okay, I didn't think the breakfast table was going to be a whole hour of the show. Okay, well, that's...
Honestly, it's fine. This is all
It's
good
been an
stuff.
hour.
What happens? That's breakfast. That's D&D breakfast.
It's fine. After a little bit longer, I think Alabaster goes back to concentrating on other things and leaves you in peace. It's not long before
Now you're in the group chat.
Aramis wanders in. how are you all feeling? Are you all ready? Do you need more time? I think the council would like to move things on, but I can certainly get your grandmother to stall them a little bit longer.
No, we're ready, right? I'm
No,
ready to
I think
begin
we're
this
all ready,
awkward
yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Right, well, if you'd like to come with me, I have a cart ready, and we can get down to where we need to be.
How long will it take us to get there?
By cart, not long, but we need to be careful, obviously. Right, so if you come with me, gather your things. You are taking weapons and things this time. Please make sure you are protecting yourselves, because we do not know what defenses the Shadow Elves have got in place, and we don't know what they will recognize or not. So.
Oh, wait, sorry. What? Before we head off, Eugene, is there any sense in us trying to contact Scathe and tell him that we're coming to maybe so the Shadow Elves don't attack us on sight?
Scathe
Would
will
he
not
be with them? I don't know.
Scathe will not be with them yet. He is training to become a member of the Shadow Guard.
Skate's offline for a while.
You can contact him to let him know you're going. I'm certain that he would be
Well,
fascinated.
no, that's no. No, it was more so that they knew we weren't sort of going to be attacked on sight. But okay, no, let's go with option A. Bring weapons. Yeah.
Ashley's going to grab whatever baked goods haven't been eaten and put them in the bag.
Is there any way we can let them know that we're friendly?
We have gone through all the correct channels to let them know you are friendly. But the Shadow and Night Elves of the Shadow Guard they're very different. They have their own rules and regulations and way of doing things.
Okay.
Which is why I'm very pleased that you are going to be there to help protect my grandson.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, just a question. Are they going to just go mad if they see a Dragonborn?
You've been invited. They must know that
Not
you
by
are
them.
coming. By their
they
bosses.
do? Oh, okay.
The seat of the ancestors called for you by name.
Okay,
Not-
I'm just checking. I know that can be a...
No, I get it, and you should check these things. And I know that you are worried, and you are in you and Skia are particularly in very unfamiliar territory. But you are welcome here. You are guests of this house, and you have been requested as a group by the Undying Court. So they are expecting.
No, just checking. Okay.
My precaution is because I can't prepare you for what you're about to face, and I want to make sure you all come back. By this time, you've got to the cloud cart and are climbing in, and they have. I think they are taking you down personally this time, rather than getting a member of staff to drive you down. The cart takes off and flies out over the edge of the market district. And I think this is the first time Skia's seen Nu Doan outside of pictures.
Oh,
This
yeah.
beautiful golden coloured city with layers upon layers of different tiers and towers, and you can see griffin riders and wyvern riders and giant eagles kind of swooping in and out of different areas. Elves and fae everywhere that you can see them. The occasional tiefling or a couple of Aasimar and the like as well. Lots of fate touched who are just living lives as a normal elf. And it's this beautiful melting pot of fae kind. And at the heart of it is the biggest tower you have seen outside the Empire. Covered in beautiful vinage that goes all the way up, where a shining light like a sun sits permanently above. But you are going the other way. You tilt forward and go under the rim of the outermost layer. And underneath you can see the city is tiered in exactly the same way down. each tier getting smaller until it comes to a fine point where you can see big, dark roots gathered around the bottom 2 layers. As you get lower, you notice the area gets more fey-like. The elves are more moon, shadow, and night than sun, wood, and star. This is their domain. Others are welcome here, but this is where they live. The sun does not touch these lands as easily, these parts of the city as easily. Giant eagles are replaced with giant bats.
I want to go to that.
And the occasional giant insect. Huge dragonflies, big enough to ride. Lower and lower you go, until you are certain you're going to go down into the sky shield itself. And then your grandpère pulls up, and Aramis flies you back up into the second-most tier. There is a very quiet dock with a ring of shadow elves clad in the Emerald Guard armor. None of them acknowledge or look at you as you land. Aramis gets off and helps you all get off the cart as well, and then starts walking towards a broad black wood door with the symbols of the 5 of the different elfkin etched in silver upon it. Now, very few of us come down to the heart. It is our history and our home. This place, Eugene, Skia, is your legacy and goes back to before our people arrived in Erevis. Very few eyes very few outsiders have seen this, and particularly since Ascension. I hope that you get as much from it and its calm and its peace as I do when I come down here. And he gently knocks on the door, and there's a grinding as it pulls apart. You see 2 giant treants, one made of silver birch, one like a spruce, winding huge gears to bring back these huge, heavy ironwood doors. Inside is a broader chamber with stone steps that go down, and the trunk of the largest tree any of you have ever seen.
God, so fucking cool.
It's ironwood. Eugene, Aisling, Skia, you all immediately recognize it as such. It is huge, nearly as big as the base of the city itself. All around it are homes built into like very sort of Spartan homes, simple shapes for elves, who are much more known for elegant designs and sweeping shapes. These are much more considered, as if trying not to draw attention away. Little ever-lanterns float all around, casting a very gentle light, which you imagine feeds the tree. And as Aramis guides you down the path, you see that towards the base, little obsidian stones have been hung with great reverence around the trunk, each of them bearing a name. They're about this big, and everyone a different personality assigned to it, and different name assigned to it, set on silver chains.
Are we talking about like dozens, or are we talking about like hundreds and thousands?
Make a perception check for me.
Also, I wanted to ask Aramis when we saw the houses, just to say, who lives here?
The clans of Shadow and Night, and those who swear their allegiance to protect the heart.
Perception is no 17. Sorry,
17. You would estimate they would be about, the way that they're placed and the evenness of them, they would probably about 100 to 200 at most of these stones.
okay. I think I would probably ask him about them, if that's all right. Just kind of say, what are those? Who? I see they have names on them. Who is that?
Those are the guide stones. They are the artificial life that brought us to this world and sacrificed themselves so that we might live.
Oh.
And you think they stop at this point? Some history, maybe. I think it's very clear to you all now, elves are not native to this world. We came through the wild, fleeing what we now understand were the AL. Our world was destroyed by them previously. Erebus, in their infinite kindness, took us in, even if their people did not fully understand or respect us. They offered us harbour. We came across the wilds on black ships made of ironwood, each set with an artificial soul created by our greatest mages, the Guide Stones. Beautiful, gentle souls whose only goal was to save those poor souls trapped on their vessels. Not all of them made it. 250 ships set out from our homeland. At this count, 186 made it, or recovered. Not all of their crews or their cargo joined them. But enough of them did that we could survive and thrive and build Nu Doan, new home for ourselves around the sapling bought by the first queen of the elves.
That's fucking cool. Yeah.
Also, Rock, I don't know if you've noticed, but there are virtually no Emerald or Jade Guard here. Those homes belong to the Shadow Guard that still stay in this realm. Although calling them homes is places to lay down and rest when they need to.
Is that because their whole purpose is focused on taking care of down here?
They serve two purposes: protect the heart and guide those who cannot return to the wild to a peace. And by this time, I think they've guided you further down the steps, and you kind of get a real sense for just how big this place is. This tree, I would probably guess, measurements I'm really bad at, but it would probably take you a good day and a half to walk around its trunk.
Fuck.
Let's try it.
As you look up, you see that
Ashling, count. We're gonna go.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna map this tree.
A
map of a tree would be well easy. It's just
just a big circle. Yeah.
I'm gonna map the circumference of this tree. Okay,
Yep.
Good.
You notice as you look up, all the branches kind of guide up and they form the bases for each floor of the city.
This is some Yggdrasil bullshit, and I love it.
Yeah, proper.
Thank you. You are. You kind of get to the base of this, and you see that the council, or what's left of the council now, are standing at the base. And this is the first time Skia has seen them. These are very important looking elves, surrounded by the very few Jade guards who are there to protect and guide them. There is a tall, beautiful, but haunty looking sun elf woman. Next to it is Taletta. Next to her is Taletta. A quite short night elf with kind of very narrow features and kind of this intelligence and air of knowing more than you. With them is a shadow elf who is tall and thin and is currently wearing a dark armor, chitinous like the Jade Guard, but so black it almost absorbs the light. And last is a tall, silver-haired star elf with bright eyes who actually waves at Eugene and Rock and Aisling as they come down. Bastion's
Oh my god.
demeanor... Well, Bastion's always been quite friendly to you all, but Bastion's demeanor seems very relaxed here for some reason. Almost like the responsibility is on someone else, so he's not that worried.
Yours now, bye.
Taletta walks forward and just kind of takes her partner's hands and then smiles and hugs Eugene and squeezes Rock and Aisling's shoulders and gives Skia a warm smile. We are pleased you all have made it. The Shadow Guard have acknowledged that this is going to happen. We need to wait for the right moment, but it will be this morning. The gate will open between transference. So we have a little bit of time to wait before the city moves again.
Why do we have to wait until that?
The Shadow Elves claim that is the easiest time to cross and the safest time for you to cross. And I am not want to risk your lives unnecessarily.
No, I'm cool with that.
When you say cross, cross what?
To the dimension where the Shadow Elves reign. To the Shadow Guard.
Oh, right, okay. So what's between here and there?
Reality. Pocket dimensions are odd, but I think you've been to a couple from what I have been told of your adventures.
Just a few.
Yeah.
No big deal.
So, shouldn't be too long, and I know this is probably going to be very awkward with the council standing right behind me, but you are welcome here. But we have to officially do the transference, so... it's at this point...
Like that.
Yeah, Geas posted herself up like behind Eugene because she feels more comfortable being like in that bodyguard positions. But then when she says that, she's like, "Yeah, who are these people?" Like,
let me introduce you to those that actually probably would be of worth knowing. She
Are they going to stand here the whole time we're waiting?
probably.
It's quite awkward.
Just standing there in silence.
Yes.
why don't we just chat? You know, make small talk.
Simit Harris.
Oh, you poor naive child.
So she kind of introduces them one at a time to Skia. So this is Simit Harris, the Seat of Sun.
Hi,
this
Simit. Nice to meet you.
She
It's Demi, baby.
What's up?
she got a natural 20 on her deception check. A delight.
Ooh.
It is good to see you hearty and hale, Skia.
Thank you.
This is Somadir, the seat of night, and Somadir bows politely. There's a definite moment of, we are the same in a lot of respects.
Yeah.
There's even a moment where he taps his shoulder in a way that is cant and says to you, I see you,
That's
sister of the
secret
shadows.
I do it back,
Yeah.
but like a sup.
Ratha Eljar, Seat of Shadow, who will be in charge of today's proceedings, and Ratha kind of nods to you all. It is good to see you all again, and good to meet you, Skia. And Bastian, who big grin. This is the most relaxed you've seen this elf, I think. This is fascinating, and it's not very often. I am looking forward to your grandmother's write-up on these events as we record them for history. And Taletta just gives him a look and rolls her eyes. Bastian is an avid reader of our chronicles. And you have been... And he says, and you four have been a particular delight. I don't think anything's going to be the same after this. The stars.
I'm sure we could say the same.
The stars have portended this is an important moment. And when you walk through the other side, the fate of Nu Doan will shift. Not your doing, but an interesting moment nonetheless. You kind of, I think at this point, even Skia sees Simmet kind of scowls a little bit. Well, and she says this with genuineness. Whatever you do over there, please be careful.
Are there like rules, like Fey rules?
Cannot tell you those. Your guides
Ah,
will inform you of all you need to know.
okay.
Moments pass, and then there's this thrum, and a voice that you have not heard before says, I am ready to start the transference. Thank you, Ember. Please take us to our next destination as soon as you're ready, and inform the Shadow Guard we are ready to receive them if they would like to take their guests on. I shall. You, at this point, notice one of the stones seems to glow ever so slightly with an iridescent red light. It's kind of a slight, gentle flicker. One of the guide stones is still alive.
Aw.
Forgive me, Taletta says. This is Ember, the last of the guide stones.
Hello.
Greetings, Aisling.
Ah,
It's an honor to meet you.
It is an honor to be met, Iskarok Revokas.
know her name.
I think we're good.
Eugene Appleby Zillman, it is a pleasure to meet another member of the Zillman family.
Damn it. I thought Zappleby was going to catch up.
And Skia, though your arrival was not expected, you are safe here.
Thank you.
Ow.
Ember will guide you the first step. And Taletta leans forward and just gives Eugene a big squeeze. And as she leans down, she whispers, the Shadow Elves can be trusted to be guardians and guides, but their politics are their own. Be wary.
Cool. More politics.
Eugene gonna become an anarchist after this.
Yeah.
And she turns to the three of you. Guard my grandson. Please make sure he comes back to me.
Okay.
Sure.
I charge for that, and I just put on my sunglasses. But take up position like a bodyguard would.
Hell yeah! We got a little squiggly earpiece and everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
Skia's like, okay, I think we're ready to go now. Yeah.
Your grandpa kind of gives Rock and Ashling a quick hug and just kind of grabs Skia by the shoulders and gives her a squeeze. Be safe. And then you're going to go and meet my father. I'm very sorry for anything that happens from here on in.
Any message
Why do
that
people
you
keep
want
saying
me to
that?
pass on?
Yes, I do actually. Tell him that I'm delightfully happy and really enjoying my life. That should piss him off no end.
Fucking get him.
Yes.
Fucking get him. Piece of
Can
shit.
do.
Love you.
Love you.
We'll see you
Princess,
soon.
love you too.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And yeah, tell us what it's about. It's really fascinating. We don't actually know. It's like just people just go, but that's it. Don't see anything. It's wonderful. If your aunt doesn't get to you, I will. I'll start writing things for the Eternal Library at this point, you know.
Nerds.
The council step all off to one side, kind of creating almost like an official runway, not runway, passage between people.
A catwalk.
And now you must lip sync
They
for
put
your
their
life.
arms together across
Yeah,
the...
absolutely.
Yes!
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was going to say, do they all?
Katrina.
No, but the magic users stomp staffs or arcane wards and a glow for each of their houses. It goes forward. There is a shifting pull that three of you have felt before, but Skia has not. As the city lurches and bounds through dimensional space, touching on the
Oh
waves
boy.
and bouncing to its new destination. In front of Ember, a small silver portal appears, and Ember's voice very clearly says, Parshkikk's chosen. Please enter.
Ski, that's you now as well. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Well, she hasn't got a back. Yeah.
We'll get her one. I'll make you one later. It's fine. Come on,
You
I'll
can
get
have my badge.
one. No.
Do you
I
not
know,
want
it's
to be part of-
disgusting.
What? Okay. I'll put this for later.
We're gonna have to have a family freaking meeting about that later, Eugene.
Yeah.
I think Eugene just grabs Ashling by the hand, pulls her through the pool.
Okay.
You step across this silver threshold. Your eyes readjust and you find yourself on a shadowy version of the floor that you were just standing. Simple homes, great tree behind you, where you can see Ember sitting. One moment, your guides are about to arrive. For
Okay.
assistance, could I ask each of you to just place your hands on me for one moment?
Of course, any way we can help.
You do, and you feel this presence in your mind, not pushing like Alabaster does, but just gently touching.
Got man spreading through your mind.
Gently.
Elbows his way in,
Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking move.
kicks the door down.
Yeah, Alabaster is like, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here. This is
Such a diva.
quiet, gentle acknowledgement of your minds. And in turn, you feel this very ancient, very gentle, kind consciousness. Underpinned by a... Make me an insight check.
All of us?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's a natch 20, isn't it?
Say,
Amazing.
What's happened to me? Oh my god, well done.
You've changed.
That's amazing. Yeah.
That's
I got
I can't believe
a
it.
nat 20 for a total of 28.
Nice.
I got a 26 total.
That's still brilliant.
Two
Skia?
nat 20s.
27.
27. And Rock?
An unnatural 20.
We rolling good today.
Yeah.
Amazing. You all sense this underlying current of loneliness, sadness. You get this sort of energy that this whole power is also being ever so slightly gently used to push out into the world, to desperately try and find other ships. Even this long after the elves have been here, 2-3 millennia, the last Emberstone still looks for lost ships.
Makes me cry.
Can Rock... I think Rock would try and use his knowledge of communicating telepathically. I think Rock would try and just literally just put out a message to the stone basically saying you are loved and appreciated.
Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh yeah. Shit. 28.
28. That flood of warmth goes back both ways. The sadness is there, and they know that they cannot ever get rid of that. That they may never find anyone else. They've watched their siblings fall into the eternal sleep, one after another. But they hope. If one more stone can be found, if one more ship is still out in the way somewhere, then they will be that beacon. But they appreciate your warmth and your understanding and your sympathy. Take a point of inspiration.
Aww.
Yes.
Moment fades. You know that they will use this to guide others to you should you get lost. As long as you are in this realm, they will know where you are, even if not what you're doing. It's around this time that you hear a gentle and you turn around to face two tall elves, or elven shapes, in black chitinous armor with heavy plates that kind of obscure their face. One of them steps forward and pulls off the helm. Long flowing silver hair drops to their waist. Their skin is a soft lilac, their eyes silver. Skia, you have to gasp. You have to suppress a gasp. You are looking face to face in a doppelganger of Delilah. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Whoa!
Oh, hey Delilah, I found you.
What are you doing here?
Amazing. This is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying this. Amazing character moments. Thank you guys. We are going to take ourselves a little break. Going to be 10 minutes, be back at 22. Is that all right for everybody? Grab yourselves a drink, go stretch, make sure you are hydrating. Take a little walk around, run around the garden. It's great weather for it today.
Yeah.
We love you all very much, and we will be back shortly.
Love you.
And we're back. Hello, lovely people, and welcome back, everybody who's joined us since. Before our break, our friends have travelled to the heart of Nu Doan, a giant ironwood tree that has been with the elves since before they came to this world. They were greeted by the Eternal Court, who have passed them over and allowed them access to a shadowy reflection of Nu Doan, where the Shadow Guard, the secretive organization who protect Nu Doan's heart and guide its people to an eternal rest, so to speak, live. They've just been greeted by two guides, one of whom bears a little explanation. Delilah Devereaux, debutante, Royal Pain in Rocks, bottom. His adopted sister, a ward of House Revorkas, one of two humanoid humans, allegedly, he grew up with. Delilah was very much gifted with the arts of the gift, the telepathic ability that Clan Revorkas all have. Wayne appears to have vanished. Sent to the house at a very young age to train and learn skills so that she could control her abilities. She grew up with Rock and Cambor as a third child. Even before Milith was adopted into the family and became the fourth child of the Revorkases. To Skia, Delilah is a friend, a confidant, and a fellow dancer. Someone she has relied on, both in terms of her personal experiences and someone she knows has got her back. This woman standing in front of you is her spitting image. More elfin, sharp-eared, like narrower features, but it could very much be a relative. And I think there is that moment of shock. I don't know if you glance to Rock, who you know has a relationship with Delilah.
For sure. Yeah. Skia's like trying to do it subtly, but like.
I think as soon as Rock saw that it was going to be the same Shadow Guard, he's like literally watching Skia to see her reaction, like to see what happens. Yeah. And as soon as she looks, he's just like that. Like, and in your head, you just hear Rock go, "I know. We need to have a chat with her about this."
Right, do it. Yes. Oh my god. Yes. Wild. Okay.
She steps forward. This one no longer holds the need for a name, but we understand the need for names for those who do not walk the shadow. In such instances, you may refer to me as Delphine.
Oh.
This is Cortrix, my companion, and Cortrix, which Wayne will Rock would recognise, signs. It's different to Imperial Standard, but it is close enough that you can understand it's a greeting. And Delphine turns back and says, "They offer their greetings."
I will sign in sort of simple sign, but just so that they can make sure so that I can make sure they understand, but just sign back saying, "Thank you, hello and greetings, we appreciate your help."
They sign in a way that you've kind of got used to from Millie. It's like, your accent is strange, but it is nice to hear somebody who can actually talk properly.
I sign back, "Yeah, well, your ears are straight." No, I don't.
If you would like to follow us, we will guide you to the Undying Court. You are expected. Some words of advice. You will see things that are strange, that may feel like you need to reach out and help. Do not. Those that walk here do not live lives like yours. Their experiences are not like yours. Stay close to us and do not wander far. And with that, she turns and starts walking, not even looking to see if you are following.
Rock's going to literally herd everyone like a mother hen.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Is this I just whisper in Eugene's ear, like, is this like we should be quiet, or is this like, do we now make small talk, or?
I think we should probably be quiet.
Talking to them like they're a taxi driver. so many guides tonight.
Yeah.
Lovely weather for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think we can ask them if, like, what their family's like?
What?
No.
Yeah. Let's. They've been doing this long.
I don't think so.
If they have any siblings?
Children.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
I feel like Eugene
Probably
and
not.
I feel like Eugene and Aisling at this point are picking up that Skia and Rock are deliberately talking around something. Like, Skia less so, but Rock, you guys know well enough to know that he is definitely trying to talk around something.
Whatever it is, I don't think it's.
Shh, Eugene, I think we should be quiet.
You said no talking.
Didn't say no slapping.
You guys wander past these strange buildings that you saw on the other side, the reflections of them. And as you get close, you realize that they are more mausoleum-like. Elegant scrollwork has been carved into one side of them, and heavy, solid doors have been placed, locked behind in some instances. Not all of them, but some of them. In front of each, most particularly the ones that are open, is another elf in the same dark armor. They do not acknowledge you. They do not even look towards you. They just stand still, waiting. Yes?
Are they like wearing? You said wearing armor. Are they armed? Do they look like
Yes.
they're ready to fight if
They
need
packing.
be? Yeah.
Yeah.
All
of them have, most of them have like a twinned, what you would call fey blades, twinned like swords, which have a blade at the base and which kind of sweeps up into like a long, elegant blade at the top, handled sometimes close to rapiers, sometimes like an axe, depending on the person who's using it. Known to be deadly in the hands of a trained elf. Or, indeed, the Fae, who they borrowed the design from. Some have spears and halberds, all designed in that wonderful, beautiful, elegant way that elves do, with the metal kind of looking vicious and deadly, but also beautiful at the same time. All of them have this strange...
Goals, man.
that strange overlapping plate armor made from dark wood, which you now realize is ironwood plate.
That's cool.
You carry on wandering forward. There is no conversation coming from your guides. They don't even look to see if you're still there. They just keep moving forward.
Shit, this is an Orpheus situation. That was a narrow cast. I apologise.
No, that was not a narrow cast in this audience, I'm sure.
Yes.
Suddenly, one of them looks back, and you're thrown back to the Nu Doan.
Oh fuck! You had one job.
After a while, they stop at a crossroads, and Quatrix holds up their hand and signs to Rock, keep everyone close, please.
I think in their heads, I will just immediately say, they said for us to stay close.
Okay.
And they like at this point in time, Delphine turns and just guides you off to beside a building as 4 elves in long grey robes, just their eyes white as if they cannot see you, wander down the pathway, their mouths agape, their skin taut and pale. Behind them is another shadow guard, just watching, just observing. One at the front goes, "We must return to the fields. The crops will not sow themselves." And he goes, "Cats, we must sow the fields." It's weird and eerie, but they're reaching for tools that are not there. And kind of trying to find their way somewhere. The Shadow Guard passes and just momentarily looks in your direction and nods to Delphine and Quatrix before carrying on. Delphine turns your follow and carries on, and again.
Okay. I mean, I'd follow, certainly.
Yeah.
You realise they are heading towards a tower that has been built on the outer edge of what would be the platform of Nu Doan. It is made of dark, ashy stone with black vines climbing it. And as you get closer, you realise that mausoleums around it are more heavily spaced, built on top of each other. There are more of those elves wandering around, each with a shadow guard close on hand, just in case. Several times you are stopped. One is a weaver who is worried that they did not finish a basket before leaving. One is concerned a young girl's leg was not set properly before they left. Another, a theologian, whose treatise they suddenly realized they had to correct something. Each elf with an unfinished duty, but so ancient, so lost, like wandering undead, like ghosts of the elves they were. You are stopped several times just to allow these people to pass and allow them to be guided back. You do pass one shadow guard, opening a mausoleum for one that has given up their duty and is just allowing themselves to be guided. You watch as they walk them into this mausoleum, and you get close enough. I think with Skia's passive perception and Ashling's passive perceptions, you can see in that they slowly sit them down in a trance-like state, and just gently place like an ancient blanket over the top of them so that they look like they're sleeping, even though their eyes are still wide open. Delphine stops at this point, and she can sense the tension in all of you. This is the fate of the Undying. This is the This is the nature. There's a cat, isn't there? There's always a cat. This is the fate of the Undying.
Sorry. It's a chat thing.
Yeah.
Can I think if I can collectively so that everyone telepathically hears, I would try and say to Delphine, is this what happens to all the elves? Do they all go through this before they rest?
Some retain longer. Some, like your friend, who was with me last time we saw each other, was ready and rested quickly. If that is what worries you. Some feel the call but do not understand it. Often, and she kind of motions to one of the elves that passes you recently, they are elves from other lands who we have found. Empire, Nu Doan, Ashur, even the Free Nations, who do not have the links to their heritage that others do to prepare themselves. It comes as a shock and a surprise, and some take a long time to give up on the life that they can no longer have.
How do you know to go find them?
They call to us. The Undying Court listens. The wild ever calls to the elves. It's just blocked off for now. But it matters that you ask these questions. And with that, she just turns and walks again.
Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Can you like do anything to help them? Like
Yes.
rest?
We wait. And we wait. And we guide. And we listen. And when they are ready, we help them. That is all anyone can do.
Okay.
I understand. And she stops and she's about to say something, and Quatrix kind of flashes to us like, I can explain it better if you wish. Rock can translate. The Dragonborn can translate, he says. He said.
I mean, I'll just nod immediately and try and do my best.
Nay, sighing. This must feel very strange and possibly cruel to your eyes. But what was happening before was allowing elves to wander the land like this. Is that not crueler? At least here they are loved and listened to and cared for.
Yeah, I guess. But I guess the best thing will be if we can find some way to let them go to where they should be going, I guess.
They're about to sign something else, and Delphine puts her hand. That is a matter for the Undying Court to discuss, not us. Clearly there are opinions, even among the Shadow Guard, about this.
We do like our chains of command and communication amongst the elves, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Guide on, and you find yourselves at the foot of a large staircase made of this deep grey rock. Shadow guards at the top, a large open door into a dark room inside. This is where our duty ends. The Undying Court awaits you within. It will be their choice what happens next.
Any advice for we've not really met them before.
Yeah, is there anything we should and should not do or say or be or have?
Codrix,
Think
Codrix signs to Rock. Listen. Appreciate what they're saying. And be yourselves. They are
God, Ashlyn's fucked.
old and
You don't
they
need to
are-
tell me that they said that, Rock.
They are the oldest and wisest creatures that we know of. Their knowledge is impeachable. And their goal is solid.
Thank you. I'll relay that to everybody. I think as I relay that to everybody, I think Rock's just going to put a hand on Eugene's arm and sort of just very quietly say to Eugene, "Are you okay?"
No. Yes. Yes.
Well, we're all here with you. Sorry. Yeah, anytime you're ready.
This is up to you. Take your time. The Undying
Oh,
Court,
okay.
do not worry about lateness or earliness. You will show up when you
Oh
show
God,
up.
if you tell me that they have a special relationship with time, I swear I'm going to say
all
Gabe's
elves
voice
have a
just
special
like
relationship with time.
echoes.
It's
God.
correct.
no. You really? What a shock that comes as.
But yeah, as Nikki
but-
said in chat, Skia suddenly makes a lot more sense.
Are we are we all ready to go? Eugene,
wait.
put down the random cat you found. Don't-
No, you can't make.
It's Faye Cat's like,
Oh,
I didn't even want to come here. My owner just
no.
bought me.
Take it back.
Ah, dear.
Just so I'm like up to date, so I know, is this where your grandfather is going to be in here?
You know what? I actually am not sure.
Okay. Because I have just been
Not
looking
just
after
me.
someone that looks like you, and it's not been
Oh
going
no, I
great.
think will be like presented to him, whether that's
Okay.
now or after.
That's just terrifying.
From everything they've said, I think we'll know when we meet him.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep peepers out on everyone. So
Thanks.
Okay.
Delphine, do you have family anywhere?
Delph, make an insight check again, please.
Eugene is just flashing him a look like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I think Ashley's gonna look over
What?
at Eugene and be like,
fuck.
why are they so into Delphine?
That was a
can I
5.
help Rock?
It was a 5.
I think Skia can make her own roll because I feel like this is one of those things. Rock says it, and you both go.
Yeah. I am good at insight, and I'm rolling well. That's a 28.
Oh, holy shit.
Rock, you don't pick up it, but Skia, it's almost imperceptible, and it is suppressed under a lifetime of training. But there is a beat, a moment before she answers, and there is a slight undercurrent to her words that you do not believe. The Shadow Guards are forbidden to take families. Our duty is to those who you see before you. No child is born in these lands.
Well, you say that.
Well, I'm not. I mean,
Obviously, Eugene did not say that.
I think Rock will probably just sort of stay completely like poker face while he bites his tongue, not wanting to go. Oh, well, you know. Actually, I think you'll find.
And with that,
Um,
the two of them start to walk away. leaving the four of you on the
Thank you.
steps.
Thank you.
Quatrix does actually sign "You're very welcome" as they walk away. You kind of get the impression that Quatrix actually has a more of a personality that they allow to the surface. Delphine takes herself very seriously and her duty very seriously. I'm going to let that insight carry over. This is a woman who has buried herself and her feelings into her job. You've met people
It's
like that
therapy
before.
time, Delphine. It's fucking therapy time, babe.
Yeah, I think
Um,
knowing why she
yeah.
doesn't say anything, she's like, this is not going to help you, Delilah, and it's just going to be awkward for us four. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to lock that away. It's some information.
You are at the
Are we-
base of these
we all ready?
steps.
I guess.
Yep.
Eugene, you should.
Ashling like straightens out her
probably-
clothes a little bit, tries to look smart.
You
Like
should
brush
probably
some
go
crumbs off.
first because you're.
Sorry. Sorry.
Take some cheese out of Ashling's first. Ashling's on your face.
Oh, she's like Charlie Kelly now, for fuck's sake.
Again, Rock spits into a handkerchief and starts doing this.
Get off! God, she's so embarrassing. Oh, not in front of Skia. She's cool.
I can hear you.
Right. Okay. Okay. Just everyone stop. Let's just gather ourselves and let's. Eugene, you should probably go first because you're the only one that they probably know your family and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll be right here with you. We're not going to let you go in on your own, are we? No, we're not.
No. We stay with you. Exactly one step behind.
Right.
Says Skia looking
Are
for an
we-
exit.
Are we
Sorry,
ready then?
Yeah. Mhm.
I don't like this place.
Yeah, well, no one does. It seems like a bad zone, but just behave yourself.
Oh, I mean, I'm learning that, but and then this is to all of you. I really don't like this place, and I think we should help them fix it.
That's kind
I
of the
mean-
plan. So if you
Yeah.
just not,
Yeah, I think
just,
it would be weird if anyone did like this place.
Yes.
Yeah, it's weird.
yeah,
We'll do what we can do.
yeah. I'm going to cast as we walk in, Chris. If it's all right with you, I would like to cast Enhance Ability
Yep.
on. Actually, I'll cast it on Eugene.
Yep.
Sorry, just looking for the spell.
What are you looking for? Eagles?
There we
Eagle's
go.
Grace? Or...
Yes, so I will probably do. No.
Eagle Splendor.
Yeah, sorry, Eagle Splendor for charisma, for persuasion and stuff.
Yeah. So you
Nice.
now have advantage
idea.
on charisma checks.
You
Is it checks and saving throws or just checks?
No, I think it's just checks. There with.
That's still bloody good, to be fair.
How long?
Yeah, it's just checks. That is for an hour.
Oh.
Well,
Cool.
up to an hour. It's concentration, so depending on what happens, but yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Rock gets smacked in the face as he walks in.
Yeah.
You're not going to be any good at this.
He says something. Ashling smacks him. He loses concentration.
Shit!
Pulled it.
Midway through my persuasive speech.
Yep.
You step up these long stairs. The weight of everything that you are doing on your shoulders. Except for Skia, she's still new to this.
It's just a field
I'm
trip.
just happy to be here.
Yeah, just happy to be
Yeah.
here. You come up to the top and you see these shadow guards just staring away at the ones downstairs, not even acknowledging you. Do not bar your way, do not stop you, just eerily standing that still way. The darkness kind of gives way a little bit and you can see a huge council chamber inside, but no seats, just a floor for all of you to stand on, with a small beam of light in the center. All of you have some form of dark vision or blind sight. So, as you step inside, your eyes adjust. Rock, your extra sensory abilities ping. I'm going to go from Rock's perspective backwards. There are mines. 50, 60 mines all around you from above. Just outside your ability to see them with your blind sight, but there.
Is it like depth charges, like the underwater ones?
No, mines. With a D.
Oh,
with the
on the
D.
end. Yeah.
I thought you meant mines. We were in a
No.
minefield.
You're in a minefield. Yeah. It's a trap. You're getting got rid of.
I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me either.
Nope.
Mines all around you from above. Those of you with dark vision, is it all 30 feet for all of you? I think it is for
Think so.
60 feet.
Mine's 90.
Jesus.
Oh
But it's,
shit.
it's Gloomstalker. That's why.
Gloomstalker.
Ah.
Damn.
Yeah, there are mines.
Well,
They're all
I've
like
got
this.
60 feet too.
Okay, so
Yeah.
60 feet. Sorry, that's me. Because so those of you with 60 feet, you can't quite make out anything other than there are figures on long, tall colonnades all around you. Skia, what you see makes you actively gasp. This room is filled with elven bodies, all of whom are held into the wall like they are part of a mausoleum. Standing upright, looking down, you can see taut, ancient skin, eyes that are barely there anymore, physical forms so withered they might as well be skeletons. Make me a Arcana or Religion check.
Hell yeah.
What, all of us?
Nope, just Skia.
Oh, just yeah.
12.
12.
Yeah.
These are horrific, and you don't know what they are. And other than the fact you've been invited here, you would be looking for your weapons at this point.
Yeah. She's just gonna like have hands on hilts. Cool. This is great. This is fine. This is great. This is fine. It's fine.
As your eyes adjust to the light, Eugene and Aisling, you start to make out the same figures. Eugene, you can make me an Arcana check. Also, what is your passive Arcana these days? 10 plus your ability.
10 plus my intelligence.
Plus
Plus
your
your
modifier.
plus your
my-
Arcana
plus
modifier.
Arcana. Oh, 20.
20. Yeah, you don't need to roll
Oh.
this. You know a leech when you see one. And you see about 50 right now. Powerful undead creatures.
No.
There is a creaking sound as one of them with a particularly ornate headdress looks to you, and a voice from nowhere. You are come, as invited, as requested. And then a female voice. We have been expecting you, Parshkikk's chosen. You are the first to lay eyes on the Undying Court for a long time. Welcome. Different voices, same thoughts. You seek answers, and we would hear your questions. You are safe here. We offer the pact of hospitality, such as it is for those of us that cannot die. I think there is that moment of silence because all of you, I think Rocky's probably the only one's a little confused. It's all these weird voices coming from everywhere, and your friends have all gone very pale.
Wait,
Rock is
can
probably
you not see them?
no.
Oh,
So I can
Got
sense
dark.
they're there, but I can't see what they are.
It's just sense these
I think-
ancient, powerful minds just out of his
I think
ability to see.
as soon as the kind of voices start, I think Rock is literally just frozen to the spot because he can see everyone else's reactions, but doesn't really know what to do about it. So he's just frozen in place.
I don't think it takes much for Skia and Aisling to realise that Rock is not having the same reaction as you guys are, which means he cannot see what you see.
which of us have worked out that they're liches?
Skia, so Eugene has. I think you just see horrible, horrific,
All right.
desiccated elves.
Well,
Wait, did you say liches or leeches?
Liches.
Lich.
Oh,
Would Aisling not recognise, because we've met a lich before, right? A demi-lich.
Oh, yes, you have. Yes, in Aramaya,
But Rock wasn't
the
there.
Demi-Lich. These
Guy in the
guys
chair.
Oh.
remind you of him. They're more, oddly, even though they're not moving, they seem like they are more animate. Because he was stuck. Definitely stuck. But these guys have that same vibe.
I think
Paul
I'll sort of-
Skias.
I'll-
Yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say I'll sort of lean over to Eugene a little bit and be like, are these, are they the same as is that what I think they might be?
Yeah, you remember the guy in the chair? It's
Yeah,
sort of like that.
but there's lots.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the
And
difference
then I'll lean
for
the other
Eugene.
way and sort of
Yeah.
say to Rock, I think this. So there's a lot of people above us right now, and they're all kind of sort of liches. I'm assuming by the fact that you're not actively shitting yourself, you can't see them.
in Ashling's head, she literally just hears one word. She just hears Rock going, liches.
Rock didn't meet the Lich before. He's only heard stories
No.
about them. Toby was with you.
Lots
And
of
then
them?
Aisling- It's like 20 or something like that.
50.
50.
Okay, there's like 50. There's a lot of them, and there's, but yeah. Anyway, and she'll sort of lean back into the middle.
And step
Bye.
behind people.
Okay, bye.
Ask your questions. Offer your quest. Let us hear what you need. What our living cohort refused you. We may be able to help.
First of all, thank you for allowing us passage. We seek an audience with someone. My ancestor, Lethal Silman. We are We are undertaking an important quest, one that would affect all life and unlife as we know it. I believe that my great-grandfather, he may be able to help us. He may be the only person that can help us at this stage.
We know what you seek. We know the cost it would on us. You seek. And it's one clear voice, and that one in the crowned head, the one with the headdress, steps forward and gently floats to the floor in front of you all. And Rock, you can see a proper lich, an elven lich.
Oh.
Her skin pulled tight over her features, barely anything left of the flesh that was there before, but there. Elven features barely recognizable, hair all but gone, wisps around her, so ancient and old that there
Do
is.
they have eyes?
She
I'm
does.
just trying to picture them. Okay.
She has roomy white eyes that the color has been drained from. And you get the
That's
sense.
never a good description of someone's eyes.
Yeah.
Roomy white eyes.
With a roomy that are so pale that it looks like the whole light. There's a possibility this may have been a sun elf at some point. It's hard to say, but she wears a golden headdress that kind of goes out behind her, and she's wearing long robes. I will speak for the council. It is easier and less frightening to deal with one voice than many. Portents and magic. We know what you seek, and it would be the end of us.
What do you mean?
The magic that your great-grandfather used to build this realm is tied to the Sky Temple of Stone. With it, it would not be immediate, but eventually the magic would fade. The magic that powers Nu Doan would fade. The city would simply become another floating island. We have discussed and debated and argued amongst ourselves since your arrival in the city. And we have come to a consensus. We should, by all rights, be dead. We should have passed. And it
We
would
don't
be
look a day over 30, love.
We should not be, but we hold on by virtue of what was changed in this world. It would be selfish of us to not allow life to continue, to protect our own. We know the Eternal Court are debating leaving this world again, giving up another home. But even if they did that, we could not go with them. So whilst we still have power, we would lend it to saving those that came after.
What would happen to you? Where would you go?
We would need to discuss that. There would need to be an exodus. Perhaps we should have taken the term the Empire used, kissing the shield. Perhaps some of us will. Perhaps some of us will return to lives that we didn't think we could. Perhaps some of us will teach our youngers. But we will not exist as a unit, and we will release those who rest here.
And you said it would affect the magic that powers Nu Doan. What would that mean for the elves currently?
They would no
living
longer
there?
be able to move. It would
That's
simply
it?
be another island. A place that they would need to learn to defend and live in the world with.
So that happens if the temple stops working?
Possibly. Or if the power is rebalanced. Lathiel knows the details, but he stands apart from the Undying Court. He has always felt he knew better than all of us. And she points to an empty seat that you had not previously noticed. And at this point, she has raised the lights enough that, Rock, you can see all of these different elves around.
She points to a seat amongst them.
Yeah, that's empty.
Uh-huh.
We will guide you to where the gateway is. Your great-grandfather lies within. It is defended. You will need to defeat its guardians, and then you will need to petition him directly. But-
Defeat the Guardians.
Yes. Even we cannot approach the gateway.
Lives in a gated community. Or twat.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
But you have our support in this action, and we will not stand in your way.
Sorry, hi.
It's like a press conference. Skia from the
So what would happen if you go? Does all like the spirits and like the guards and stuff here? Do they go with you, or like what will
It will
happen
be for
to?
them to decide. But yes, if they wish to come with those of us that remain, we will help them.
And the people who have like are trying to move on, will they come with you, or?
Yes, we will not abandon them here.
Okay, that's okay, cool. Thank you. Step back.
This is a heavy weight we ask of you, I know. But it is not a decision the dead should make. We have had our lives.
Well, our whole thing is like fixing the temple. Wouldn't that mean that you could stay?
Beyond the possibility of you fixing the temples and the Sky Shield, we can see no future. It is too murky. We do not know what happens next. There's another voice that rasps out, having seen you in person, we see fates shaping around you. All four of you. What you do will leave ripples. You cannot escape this. My colleague speaks true. An age is changing. A new one will begin. And you are at the heart of it. So, when you are ready, we shall guide you to the gate.
Cool.
Okay. I guess are we ready? Like,
Guess so.
guess we're gonna have to defeat things. That's okay though, right?
We've got Skia now.
We've got Skia, and Eugene's got like 18 different types of fireball now, so we're fine.
Sweet.
Just
But I've
one
got a sword.
fireball, actually.
You got
Oh.
a sword? Just the one
Yeah, but-
sword, actually.
Eugene can summon things. I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean,
I'll help too. Eugene knows how to
Yeah.
summon me.
That's true.
I'm sure what happened at the first temple is just it was a fluke. I'm sure this one will be fine.
Well, if you start
He died, you
coughing
know.
up plants again,
Yeah. Let's
if
stop.
you
Yeah,
start
maybe
coughing
this
up
time, tell us. if
plants
you don't
again,
feel
you fucking yeah. If you
Would
start
focus-
feeling woozy,
Actually,
No.
pay attention to the giant lich in front of you.
no, you listen to me. If you start feeling poorly again, you fucking tell me, all
Yes,
right?
I know. We had this discussion.
Yeah, but
Right,
apparently we
no.
need to have it again and again.
No, shh. Listen, don't.
It is always important to rest. Take it from someone who cannot.
You tell him that.
Well, we have rested. I mean, we're fine, aren't we? Everyone's fine.
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah. I mean,
Anything you can tell us about these guardians that we need to defeat?
This is the Temple of Stone.
Uh-huh.
The Guardians are elementals of earth and gravity. If you are not prepared for that, you should try to do so now.
She starts doing some press-ups.
Roxanne's like, that's not what she means.
Oh, I don't know.
No, wait, Ashleen's right. Like, guys, I'm good at stabbing things that bleed. Like, Eugene, how long did it take you to become a wizard? Maybe I can just learn.
We definitely,
I've got 10
Obvious
minutes now.
homework.
we definitely don't have time for that.
We've got a few
Just
minutes.
real
Maybe I could
quick.
just learn. How do you do
Okay.
that fireball thing? Tell me.
Yeah, if I
Yeah,
can
we
just
get a
quickly
few
do that.
levels. Let me grind some XP while we're here.
Okay.
Are there like any mushrooms we could collect, or maybe like I don't know,
Yeah,
goblins?
it's
to
only
kill, and
taken
then-
me like 10 years. I'm sure 10 minutes will suffice.
We have a weird relationship with time, remember? So it's fine.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
dear.
Okay. Alabaster, got any more magic or anything?
I mean,
Yeah,
I can make you one of my agents if you wish, but it takes some time to connect that way.
Oh, I have
Don't
too
do a
many
recruitment
jobs,
drive right now.
Like, I have too many bosses. Okay. Okay.
Right.
That'll be fine.
You are concerned your weapons will not cause harm.
Uh-huh.
I sense magic on at least one of your spears.
Oh yeah.
And she
Okay.
walks over, and she actually is very tall. She gets taller. You realise she's very tall, and in her life she must have been quite a powerfully built woman. But she runs
Don't
her
make
finger.
me fancy the lich.
She leans over, if you would, I would take your other spear. And she runs her fingers over it, and as she does, you watch as runes carve themselves into the hilt you now have an additional +1 equa.
Free enchantment. Nice.
Is it no, not.
Yeah,
After
everyone-
like a bucket of knives.
Yeah.
Don't have time. Definitely don't have time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Right, are we ready? Because I'd really rather just get this over with and get out of here. No offense, as soon as we can.
You cannot offend us. We have literally seen and heard it all.
Oh, trust me, we can.
Rock, that's not a challenge, babe. Let's go.
I think before we leave, I think Rock will have a sort of a brief moment of being serious and just turn to the Lich and just say, as Aisling said, you must know that we really do come not to destroy things. We are here to try and help, and that goes for the Sky Shield, but it also goes for the elves. We're not here to destroy without thought, so please know that.
Got a bell ringing around me somewhere. She kind of looks at you with that strange, impassive. We know. We debated. And we came to the same conclusion. We cannot stop a shifting of an age. But we can make sure those we favour are in a position to bring the most good.
Well, you should talk to your friends upstairs.
It's interesting. When you have no life left to lose, your perspective shifts. With that, she turns to the back wall and she holds up her hands, and you feel the magic pulse and a creak of bones and joints that have not moved for possibly decades, maybe even centuries.
It's me when I finally close Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. It's me after this game, but I get up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh god.
And like 50 little lights gently hover down around her. She weaves them together, and a silver archway of light and little vine markings appears. Pushes forward. You hear a grinding of stone, and a pathway opens up before you, leading down and out of the tower. A dark space. Follow this path. Do not deviate. Do not give in to the call of others. And at the other end is the gate you seek, and within Lathil's Ilman. Parshkikk's chosen. Our fate lies with you. And she hovers back up to the pillar.
thank you.
Right.
Really wish people would stop saying that to us. It started to get up my nerves. Anyway,
We've been given too much responsibility. Okay. You guys good? Should we?
great. Somebody better go first because I can't see as well as you in the dark.
I'll go first if it's what
Hell
I
yeah,
normally do.
bodyguard go first.
Yeah. I'll, yeah, it's just a normal job.
It's just a little path.
Yeah, aren't you
Just
glad
a
you
normal
came with us?
job.
Yeah.
It's fine. I hope they've unlocked the gate, because that would be a bummer.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, it's
I
fine.
think we'll
okay.
probably have to knock.
You
Okay.
step into the darkness. You can see because your ability allows you to see through magical darkness, I think. Is that right?
Possibly.
Dang, you can see for days.
Oh boy.
It might not be.
No, it's not magical darkness.
Cool. In
But-
which case, you can't see, apart from about, with your sight, you can see about 15 feet in front of you.
And annoyingly,
This
these
is
guys
pretty
can't
scary.
see me. I'm invisible. if
Because
I'm
you're a
in
gloom
dark-
stalker.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll go
oh,
first, guys.
fuck.
Hey,
Gone.
You guys,
Bye.
you guys watch as Skia steps into this darkness and literally vanishes. How does that
Yeah.
look?
Where has she gone?
Skia?
I think it's like looking for a black cat on a black rug. Like
Ooh,
you like
I like that.
that looks like it could be the shape, like outside silhouette, but maybe not. Like it's not even like a. It's not like a magical disappearance. It's just like a. She just blends in so well.
like mega camouflage.
Yeah.
Super camouflage. She's literally, like, mechanically, she's invisible right now.
Yeah.
Skia! Skia!
She'll turn around.
I'm
and,
like waving ahead of me.
She'll take her sunglasses off and turn around so you can see her eyes again, like a cat.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'll allow that. That's fine. I think that's cool, so I'll allow that.
Wow, that's
Okay.
Very cool.
I mean, wow. But just can you like hang on, Ashlyn? Can you hang on to Skia's robe or something? Like,
Tail? Or
Yeah. Yeah, can I hold your tail? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold it like a fucking tether.
pull it.
And then Rock can hold Ashling's tail, and then
Yay!
oh no, wait, Rock doesn't have a tail. Sorry.
No,
You're like an elephant.
I will go at the back, so that the mage and the satyr are in the middle.
You start wandering down this long, dark passage. Before today's game, I asked you all a question.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to know a moment from their past that fills their heart with warmth. Is anyone happy to go first?
Depends. Are you going to take it away from us?
Is it
Don't
one
know
of
yet.
them?
Didn't even
I
think
don't
about
know
it.
yet.
Back it.
I'll go first if nobody wants to.
Thank you, Michelle.
Brave,
Sorry.
brave skier.
Skia,
brave,
Yes.
brave Skia.
a moment
Brave
from your life so far that fills you with warmth. Fills Skia with heart with warmth.
I think it is one of her early missions with the Drakes. And they've probably just finished some sort of successful mission. And they're sat in like a tavern or like some sort of like makeshift kind of tent where people can relax and recover after like some sort of fight or whatever it is. But I think it's like the first time she really got that feeling of doing good and helping people, and the rewarding feeling you have after that. You know, like your bones ache and you're like scarred up and scratched and stuff, but there is like warmth and happiness around her, and she's got that camaraderie with her pals. So I think that's something. That's her warmth.
If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to add into that. At the moment, the Drakes are you, the twins, the captain, and obviously your half-elf friend. This is also the first time a scrappy-looking, half-starved gnoll stands up from the crowd of free gnolls that you have just rescued from a slaver's ship. And with strength that is pure willpower, pulls themselves up and sees the condition that you're all in, the beating that you all took, grabs hold of a bone holy symbol that they have clearly carved really badly from hand, and lays their hand on their savior and says, "I will heal you, for you have healed us." This is the first time you met Duskgaze, and it would not be long before Duskgaze would enlist and become the newest member of of the Drakes.
You made it so much sweeter.
He's lulling you into a sense of false security. Don't fall for it.
It's made it really sweet, and I was going to take it from you.
Yeah, this shit never lasts.
Yeah.
As it moment flows from you, you feel something else that is trying to reach for you push back, and another presence in your mind. My apologies, but I wanted to make sure you met your destination. As Ember leaves. Aisling.
Huh?
Could I also have a moment from Aisling's past or life so far that has genuinely left her warm?
Yeah. So it was when she was like a kid, like just old enough to be able to go off and do mad shit. And it was when she was with two of her pals, or two people that she lived with. She wasn't really friends with them, but two of the other kids.
Two of the
And
other
they
little
were-
arsonists.
Yeah, two of the other little twats. And she she was trying to climb a tree with them to get all these giant pine cones down, or some weird stuff they were trying to get down from the tree. And I think it was the first time that she'd been around other people and they'd all used their own little skills, because they were all different like races. They could do different things with what they had, and it actually worked out. And I think it was the first time they walked back to the house with all the pine cones and she actually wanted to go with them. It was the first time that someone had walked off and she'd not been like, "All right, bye," and fucked off by herself. She instead was like, "Oh, that was all right, actually. I'm gonna go with those guys," and she went with them. And it was, yeah, the first time she bonded with other things, other people.
And it's a half-elf. You probably don't even remember their name at this point, and they went off on their own life as soon as they were old enough. Dark-skinned, green-haired, always grubby, like the earth clung to them naturally.
Standard.
And always like they were listening to things that weren't there. And I think that's one of the reasons you like them, is that they, like you, they always felt a little out of tune with the world around them. And the other one was a beastkin, a little badger girl, who
Yes.
very rare, not seen very often, particularly outside of places like Nu Doan. And she liked to put ribbons around the ends of her ears because she didn't have hair that was long enough to do it. And she always used to dress up stupidly pretty, even though she knew the dresses would get ruined. But
Little princess badger.
your mother Thistle never complained and always just repaired the dresses. And the three of you were friends, even though you like proper friends. And this is probably the first time in a while that Aisling has thought on that. and there's a reflection there that you hadn't considered. Eugene, always a little bit out of tune with the world, always thinking about bigger things. And Rock, who puts a lot by appearances, but has a big heart underneath. And a third, an angry satyr like yourself, who known to punch first and ask questions later, but somehow always had your back when you needed it. And for a second you feel like you're actually walking with them, and then you snap back. And a familiar voice says, "I'm sorry, I had to bring up a small memory to defend you."
No, at least it was a nice one. That's okay.
Behind Aisling, Eugene.
I think Eugene's memory is it's back from when he was still kind of practicing and learning magic in secret at home with the help of his uncle. And I think his uncle would kind of just leave his spell book conveniently unattended open on particular pages, and then be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot, I have to leave the room for 10 to 20 minutes." But I think specifically it's the moment that he first successfully cast his first summoning spell, which would have been Find Familiar. And I think it's one of those memories where it's like the feelings are still really vivid. That like the feeling of like that warm feeling of casting magic, and the feeling of knowing that this is like who he is and finding himself and his place in the world. And that moment of like reaching out with his magic and feeling a response and a connection from Pocket, and the comfort of knowing like from that moment on, no matter what happened, he wouldn't have to be alone ever, and that he'd made a connection with someone that couldn't ever be broken, and that he'd always have someone that could understand him.
I love that. I think to add into that for you, you see the moment slowly in a way that you've never done before. You see the incantation slowly taking hold. And as this little rat starts to form in your hand, you can sense something much larger, much more powerful behind it. Gentle and kind, not scary. And there's a brilliance to the room that you didn't quite remember. And then with a little tumble, a small white and grey rat falls into your hand. And even as he's settling down for the first time, quite a lot younger looking, actually. Almost like he's deliberately aged himself over the last 10 years. His spots still glow with a celestial light. And you look down at your shoulder, and in the darkness, right at this moment, Pocket is glowing. You do not need guidance, for you already have someone protecting you. Rock.
Yeah.
Your turn. Give us a memory that fills Rock's heart with warmth.
It's the memory that Rock has is a very small moment. So it's nothing of sort of grand significance particularly, but the memory that surfaces is actually finishing the first kind of mission with Aisling and Eugene. And it's just a bit like Skia's. It's that moment of camaraderie after doing something that genuinely makes you feel like you have done something good for other people. But it's the combination of Rock for the first time feeling that it wasn't just about adventure and making stories, that actually it was doing something that was helping. And it was also the first time in a long time that he felt that he was doing it with other people, not just as a individual amongst other people. He actually felt like he was there sitting, celebrating and laughing with his team, his party, that were actually people he could share a proper moment with. And I think it's that kind of warmth that he hadn't felt really since leaving his sister and his grandmother.
I don't really need to give more to that moment, because if anybody would like to go and see it, it is episode 2 of Some of the Heroes.
It's already canon. You can't touch it.
Exactly.
Can't
But what I will add into that is, as you are more aware of these moments than you have been before, like you're kind of, some of it's kind of makes you smile, like actually the 3 of us should have got a bath a lot sooner than we did that night. We probably stank from the
We
Adventurers
tried to
must.
clean Eugene off a few times, but
Yeah.
And as Rock casts his eyes around, he settles his eyes, and you almost forgot this, on a small white rat with bright, bright eyes that nods in acknowledgement of the help that you provided. You are reminded of the monarch for the first time in a long time. You have touched so many lives and helped so many people that you would not even have imagined. Even at that first time, you made things better in a way that no one else could. A gentle apology from Ember having to drag a memory up to protect you. But then they withdraw quietly. Skia, your hand touches something large and cold. Stone. You move around and you find a handle. Turn it. You can't push it by yourself, but your friends are right there. Together, the 4 of you.
Rock's just like that. What's going on? I can't see at the front.
Just push whatever we're
can't see it.
pushing.
just push, yeah, push.
Why have you stopped?
Stop
There's something in the
Come over
way.
here. I'll like drag Rock over. Like, just like
Shove this thing.
What if it's a pull?
we decide.
Oh my god, that would be so on track for us.
The on brand.
After 10 minutes of pushing, somebody goes, wait, has anyone tried pulling it?
If no one's
Oh
clipped
my
any
God.
moments, that one, please clip that one for me.
That's a good Oh shit.
You all push together collectively, and the 4 of you hear as this huge stone door gives way before you and opens up into something that looks vaguely familiar to everybody, possibly except for Skia. But Skia has seen drawings and explanations of this. Floating platforms hover disjointedly all ahead of you, for about 100 foot, maybe more. And then at the end, a large stone cube hovers gently with a small hole in the front of it.
It's the Borg.
You have opened one of these before. This is the entrance to the second Sky Temple.
Ooh.
And that is where we're going to wrap for today.
Ah!
Oh my days.
Blimey.
Oh.
Geas going first.
Okay. I've never done this before.
If you see vines, run.
Don't eat them, right?
Yeah,
That's how Rob got sick. He ate them.
More specifically, this was the gateway that you opened when you were with Fulton.
Yep.
So
I had to use
Yeah.
the box for that, didn't I?
Oh yeah, with the floating platforms, and you stick the box in it, and it goes
Mhm.
creaking. Boom.
well,
Wow.
there is your confirmation, people. This is the second Sky Temple. Nu Doan hides it. You've made it this far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward even more to meeting Grandpa.
Oh,
It's gonna be great.
This
it'll
has
all
been
go fine and great. Don't worry about it.
all wonderful and great. I'm sure he'll be absolutely charming.
Oh, he'll be a babe.
Mm.
We have been Some Other Heroes. We will be back next week with episode 75 and our second Sky Temple.
Wow.
Finally.
75.
75 episodes. Crazy.
Oh, there's a kitty.
Hi, baby.
Well, before we go,
Look at that
our,
sleepy face.
my wonderful cast and Ollie will let you know where they can be found and if they have anything going on, what they have got going on. And today I'm going to start with, if you don't mind, Michelle, because everybody else looks like they just got distracted by something.
Not a problem. Yeah. If you want to find me, I'm Feline Trickster on social media and things. I should be doing art streams soon. Not sure yet. Me and G are still figuring it out because my work's been really busy, but we will be back at some point. But yeah, that I'm sorry, I'm not doing tons of cool things like this lot, so that's me.
Yes, you do, Nikki. If you wish to, I mean,
Yeah.
whatever floats your boat, my friend. We don't kink shame here.
No, just do what you need to do.
Theo and Ollie, would you two like to go next?
Ollie just left me.
It's okay.
I'm Theo. You can find my stuff, my illustration and the like on my website, which is theoblueillustration.com, and there's links there to social media if you want to follow me there for updates about my book, which is out next year in April the 25th, and you can pre-order it now if you want.
So exciting.
Amazing.
And Ollie will be here.
And Ollie will be here.
Do anything else?
It has
And
now
Ollie's gonna-
become part of his routine of a weekend, hasn't it?
Look at those floppy little arms.
I know. And Ollie's in the book too.
Yeah.
Wait. Would you go next, please?
Sure. Hello, everybody. Thank you all very much for being here. We do appreciate it so much. And it's super cool. Hi, Katie Cat. Anyway, yes. Never mind me. Just watch the cat.
Yeah.
But if you do want to say hi and look at cats on my Instagram, you can find me pretty much everywhere online now under Created by Wayne, which is where I spent most of my time, which is my new part of my business. So I am on YouTube and on Instagram and on everywhere else as Created by Wayne. So yeah, That's it. Thanks. Love you. Okay, bye.
Thank you so much. And Charlie.
Hello. All my stuff is at charlievince.com. It's got links to my socials. There's just a couple of them, and my portfolio and my shop, which has got custom profile pic slots and stuff, and some cute
That's so
stickers,
cute.
things like that.
Yeah.
There's a few bits and bobs in my shop. That's about it, I think, for my actual work stuff. My animal is on the bed over there, so
Yeah, Lola doesn't do appearances unless she's paid. So sorry.
Yeah.
yeah, she's busy licking, which she shouldn't be doing. Dickhead. Hey,
You're busy, mother.
Yeah.
You cannot stop me.
there's my child. And also, hi, mum. Love you, mum.
Hi, Charlie's
mom.
It's beautiful, guys.
Amazing.
I know.
Lovely. I guess that just leaves me. I can be found at ChrisMepham RPG wherever your media is socialed. It's a little quiet at the moment because I are busy doing stuff for some other heroes, funnily enough. Writing games for Michelle's your face.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah,
Smile and
fucking
laugh
hell.
too much. It hurts.
Dear. We will be back next week with the next episode 75, and then, as someone asked, it is the week after we are off. We are going to be quiet for a few weeks, sort of. We will be not doing Sunday streams on the 29th, the 5th, and the 12th, but we will be doing Halloween game on the 31st, and we will be doing a charity stream on the 4th. So look forward to those. And also, I get the impression we're probably going to have a really nice bit to kind of have a little break on, which will give me a chance to do some writing and prepare you guys for the next step.
Oh boy.
Very excited for Halloween. Come and join us for that. Come and join us on Horde of Tales, helping them raise money. We will give you as much information as we can in our Discord and in our
Join the
on our
Discord,
socials.
it's fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some other
What
heroes.
kind of fucking witchcraft was that? Jesus.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry. It's a new Mac thing. It happened by accident, and now I'm just playing silly fools with it.
Oh dear.
That's bonkers.
That's some other heroes for you. We love you all very much. Have an amazing week. I know things. Yeah.
I'm
I
so
can refrain
sorry.
from doing
No.
that mid-game.
I'll just let Wayne finish.
This is voodoo.
It's the little things that amuse me.
God.
We will be back next week. We will see you then. Have an amazing week. It's been a bit of an odd one, so please make sure that you are taking care of one another. Roll dice, tell stories, take good care. We love you lots.
Love you, bye.
Bye.